team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Broncos offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last.
Brings into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. They go to the draw. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oregon's offense will get the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And the Ducks line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here. There he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Rushes on him. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. They'll try to sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to...
Touchdown, Broncos! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll leave it with him. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
He makes the grab, and the defense drags him down. And the Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. On the ground, it's Best. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Broncos in the hurry-up. From the gun, give on the inside. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing it.
Turning it on! Fires to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Finding an escape route. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Broncos are threatening in the red zone. Wants to fire on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Picked off to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. The throw. Got his man on the right. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Boise State ready to send out that offense. He'll start this drive firing. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Broncos looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Sneaks it in. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Gets the back moving. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. On the run, it's Moses. He breaks a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, the ground game. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Makes the grab down the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Sets up the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long...
Touchdown, Boise State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using his legs, it's Moses. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Ducks send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Catches it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Gonna look downfield again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Thanks to grab. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Makes the catch. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Play number 9 on this drive. To the air on 2nd down. He's got him this time.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Ducks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Boise State ready to send out that offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more...
Oh, he's got some space. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Snap to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Handoff to the single running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. The quick out. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. The Ducks decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.